Alright everybody, welcome to the championship finale for the Tru-Axe truck series as soon as it gets caught up here. Or should get caught up at some point. Or not. Give me 1 second here. Hopefully all the technical errors are done for tonight. This is it. First season of the Tru-Axe Truck Series about to be in the books. Right now, the Championship 3 as they run. Right now, Shane Harr, third quickest. Karson Kenny, Travis Farmer, 5th and 6th. With that being said, we got a short time to get this interview over with and get a conversation with all three. But let's talk right now with the owner of Elite Motorsports, David McCullough. Garrett James up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How we doing?
We're doing pretty good tonight. I'll ask you the same question I asked you this morning. It's been an incredible year for Elite Motorsports. Right now, 2 of your drivers going for a championship. What is it going to take for them drivers to get the job done tonight?
Well, they're going to have the consistency, the speed, and keep their nose clean. Got a pretty hot track tonight. And like I always say, patience is going to be key. But I am super proud, win, lose, or draw, of this team on the season. So everybody on this team's done a wonderful job. And being a new team coming out of the box, to be sitting in a position like we are, 3 drivers sitting in the top 3 on the championship, and Matt Morrison drove his ass off to really compete well this year. Hunter's done a really good job. I've tried to do my best with what I've had going on as well, but all in all, man, super proud of this as a whole.
As for tonight, the driver standings obviously up in here, but right now, the way it looks, it would appear that Elite Motorsports practically has the owner's points locked up, 45 points entering tonight across the whole team. Is that something really shock you in a way, with this being, as you said, roughly a new team, or is this just kind of the expectations that Elite brings to the table?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the expectations. I can't say that, this result's going to raise the bar. This is what we were shooting for out the gate, and tickled to death that it actually came to fruition. Like I said just a second ago, I have a hell of a great group of guys with me, and they have my full support all the way.
Well, David, I'll let you get ready for the final race of the season tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you and your drivers at the end of this thing.
Awesome. Thank you, Garrett.
Yes, sir. That being said, 1.5 minutes remaining. We're going to start with right now the driver that comes into tonight, the long shot. We'll have the points updated. Well, we'll have points posted here in a few short moments. But Travis Farmer, Garrett James up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, 2026 Platinum Truck Series champion from Inspired. You enter tonight, however, mathematically the long shot, out by 49 points. What is it going to take to upset the field tonight and try to bring this championship home?
It's going to take a miracle, man. dang near perfect race is what I'm going to have to run, but I don't see it happening.
Well, buddy, as for tonight, I'll go ahead and ask you this: How do you rate this season for the 9 team and really Elite? Did it live up to expectations? Does it not meet expectations? How will you look back on season 1 as we go towards a new car next season?
Oh, yeah, it lived up to every expectation. I love it. It's been awesome.
Well, buddy, as for tonight, best of luck tonight. Appreciate you showing up, and best of luck. See if you can't steal this championship away from your teammate, Shane Harr.
Appreciate it, man. I'm going to need all the luck I can get.
Well, best of luck tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you Wednesday.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
Yep. Get him right before he goes. Well, give it a minute here as practice concludes. All right, qualifying. Up next, Aaron Stanton, top of the board. Jeff Merck making his debut tonight. No stranger to the money racing, and definitely no stranger to winning races. Well, the game plan tonight for these drivers, it is simple. As I don't know where that chime is coming from, but I apologize. Well, Travis Farmer rolling out. Get ready to go. Second driver entering this equation, Karson Kenny, who right now doesn't so much necessarily need a perfect race, but he definitely is going to need a run like he had last week in Auto Club for Kyle Busch Memorial 150. Again, doesn't have to be perfect, but it is going to need to be damn near. Karson Kenny's on the clock. Actually, that was his first lap. My mistake there. So right now, 8th quickest for Karson Kenny, and of course the bonus point that comes with the pole. Kenny hugging that bottom line. Comes off of turn number 4 this lap. Got to beat at 8:01. Karson Kenny this time. 1:34. He's going to go for the third. 8th quickest right now for Karson Kenny. Elijah Fisher jumps up to third. Jeff Merck, top of the board, 7:17. Knocks Devin McDonald off the top spot. Travis Farmer, 9th quickest. Shane Harr yet to lay down a lap. We'll try to get him here momentarily. Kenny across the line to conclude this first lap. Survey says 34.094, 10th quickest for Karson Kenny. Shane Harr yet to roll out, so we'll wait on him. Hayden Williams. Into the wall just a little bit. Might let it go through. Hayden looking for a big pickup this time. That wall maybe did hurt the number 40. Stephen Henning Jr., third quickest, 33.040 or 8:44. Hayden in the wall again, and that will more than likely seal the deal, and yep, he's going to save it. Justin Millicar is already done. Stephen Henning Jr. test truck. Cross the line. Is it an improvement? It is not. 33.844 stands for Stephen Henning Jr. Shane Harr evidently not going to qualify and will opt to ride in the back. Matt Morrison calls it done. Bobby Hadaway on the clock as we try to get a word with Karson Kenny. Karson Kenny, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yeah.
Well, the moment is here. Right now, 14th on the speed charts. Right now, it looks like the top three in the points are all going to be seated towards the back. I got to ask, and I've asked this many a times, but now that we're here, I'm anxious to see if the answer changes. What will it take tonight to close a 23-point deficit?
Perfection, really. I mean, there's not much that I think you can do other than that, right? I always say this, but I have to have a complete race, and I just haven't been able to close the deal and do that this season. So I'm not, super optimistic on that, but obviously I'm still looking to try and see if we can win this race. Hopefully my computer doesn't crash. It's been doing that a lot recently, and I'm not liking it. So that's the thing I'm most worried about. But I'm proud of the effort this season, and whatever comes out of this race, I'm happy to know we'll at least be top 3 in points coming out of this. So I can't say I expected anything close to this. So I can't complain very much.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. And hopefully we'll get to talk to you at the end of this thing, win, lose, or draw.
I sure hope so.
All right, buddy. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Well, then there was one. And right now, he has been the one for the last half of this season everybody has been gunning for. Shane Harr, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Hey, Garrett, how we doing?
We doing pretty good. I'll ask you after last week in the run that I don't think you expected out of Auto Club, arguably one of your best tracks. You come in here tonight, and if they'll pull it up, we can show the viewers. 23 points separates you from Karson Kenny. Is this kind of where you expected it?
Oh, yeah. I guess I always like to strive for excellence, so it's closer than I'd like it to be. Last week kind of proved that. So instead of gaining last week, we lost. So we really got to show up here tonight. Starting from the back, I don't know if you're going to see me up front at all in the beginning, or if we get a good long run, maybe I'll start working my way up there. But I'm going to take it easy. I want this truck to make it to the end. And, it's going to be a fun battle with Karson more than Travis. But, looking forward to it.
At the end of this, I'll ask you this before I let you head out of here and get ready to go. Is tonight, honestly, more surviving and just getting to the end, or do you feel like you're going to have to race Karson Kenny or Travis Foreman tonight?
Well, the way I look at it, I'm going to try for a top 10. I think a top 10 will pretty much secure it. So if I'm not top 10 come mid-race, look for me to start working my way up there.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. Hell of a season. Hopefully we'll end it on a bang.
10-4. Enjoy this one. I think it's going to be a good one, buddy.
Hell yeah. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
So the stage is set. Jeff Merck, well-known money racer, taking his shot in the Tru-Axe Truck Series, lining up next to Mike Hauser. This is it. The championship finale is underway. Back to the line. Give it to Mike Hauser barely. Just barely. Merck battling back right to the bottom though. 116 laps to make something happen. Merck edges out ahead to the early lead. Here comes Millikar and Hauser. Had a very physical battle last week in Fontana. They're trying to, I don't know if they're trying to get away from the physicality or renew it. We'll find out as the race goes. Oh, there goes Millikar! Did he save it? He back to the pits. See what happened to Justin Millikar. He meatballed it too. Just gets loose. And right into the barriers. Well, that will be night done for Justin Millikar. Well, that changes everything. One of these things, and of course, one reason why we'll look at the weather for tonight. 86 degrees right now, track temp's 92, so she is a little slick. There's the big thing, wind speed, 10 mile an hour. Probably will be playing with these trucks a lot tonight. Right now, Jeff Merck has opened up to a 1.3 second lead over Hauser. Jack Shack's newest recruit. And right now, earning his money. Well, as they run right now to Championship 3. Running 11th, 14th, and 15th. As we go on, we're going to try to keep track of the championship as they go. Of course, we'll know at the very end during the interviews, but it's safe to say, unless something big happens to the driver on your screen and Shane Harr, more than likely the championship will be going to him. But again, we saw last week at Auto Club, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Everything will happen. Right now, Jeff Merck, your leader, Mike Hauser, Hayden Williams, Matt Morrison, David McCall has worked himself into the top 5. Jackson Hadaway, Ben Tetcher, the only NSR truck tonight. Stephen Henning Jr., Elijah Fisher, Dan Knert was your top 10. Karson Kenny now has worked his way inside the top 10. Working on Elijah Fisher. Battle for ninth. Well, right now Jeff Merck enjoying a 2.9, almost a 3-second lead on the field. Gotta imagine. Probably making a statement if he can run the full season next year. It's going to be a completely different car for next year. If he can run the full season, we're going to see if Jeff Merck can make a bid for the championship. Right now, Trevor Astronaut, owner and leader of the Jack Shack, right now running 18th, started 21st, just about shotgun until the field. Here's Stanton, not taking the green flag. So Stanton, more than likely done. He'll turn his attention next season. Yeah, field kind of single filed out. Stephen Henning Jr. looking over David McCullough, Matt Morrison. Right now running in the 5th spot right behind Jackson Hadaway. Ben Tetchner, top 6 space so far tonight in that number 47 machine. Well, and then really has came into his own in the last few weeks in that number 47 machine. Started 16th up to 5th. The big thing we're going to see here is this burning off tires, trying to get track position, and or this basically. Does this truck have the pace to possibly contend this week? We'll find out, obviously, as the run goes on. Points again coming into tonight. Top 10, as a matter of fact. Shane Harr comes in tonight, points leader, 23 over Karson Kenny, 49 over Travis Farmer. And right now, points were awarded, which we're actually working on that stat right now. Take that stat away for right now. The points they were awarded right now, Karson Kenny running in 10th. Well, we work on that. Right now, they're still scrambling all over the place. It's going to be hard to pass, and I mean, we say that, throw that around loosely, but no, it is going to be incredibly hard to pass tonight. Karson Kenny. How about Shane Harr just lurking? And honestly, I know for some of the Shane Harr fans in attendance tonight, thinking, how come he's not at the front of this trying to mix it up? You got to think the bigger picture right now is probably, I don't want to be up there. I'd rather run it safe tonight. As long as he keeps the championship, the other two championship drivers in arm's reach like he does right now, he will be fine in this. Now, as of lap 14, obviously it's going to be fluctuating throughout the night, but as of lap 14, Shane Harr would hold a 20-point lead over Karson Kenny. And obviously you can see he's gotten around both Farmer and Karson. So right now, everything's going right. Still. Well, still a long way to go. Anything will happen. All right, now Jeff Mert is completely lights out so far tonight. 4.8 second lead over Mike Hauser. Aaron Stanton done for the night. Justin Millicard done for the night as well. As Mert brings it, as Mert comes down, 18 laps in the books, 19 remaining. Everybody else, I think you're going to see some drivers try to, those not involved in the championship are looking for their first win. I think you're going to see drivers try to upset Merck on the pit strategy. We'll see. Some excel, some don't. Race update so far tonight if you're just joining us. The championship finale. Right now, Jeff Merck, your leader. About 4.9 seconds, been green the whole way. Fastest 5 for 5. Elijah Fisher actually 5/10 over Jeff Merck. Matt Morrison, David McCullough. Jackson Hadaway, there your fastest 5 for 5. Best lap belongs to Jeff Merck of the 33.37. Well, why that is important, Eric Carson, he had a perfect night, as was Travis Farmer. Every bonus point getting taken away. Makes it even harder. Fisher off the wall. Fisher off the wall again. Lap leader only, well, Jeff Merck. Jeff Merck's led 20. Mike Hauser led the opening lap barely. Right now, biggest mover, Shane Harr up 14 spots. Jackson up 12. Jackson Hadaway, that is. David McCullough up 6. Ben Texner up 6. Matt Morrison up 4. Well, we mentioned earlier that did Ben Texner burn off his tires? Gonna be one of them things we see. You're gonna see the comers and goers, the one who can save the tires, the one who can't. Texner, I think right now, he got track position. Fisher off the wall again. Keep on knock the toe out of him. Mike Hauser doing everything he can to run down Jeff Merck and cut down this 5-second lead. Mike trying to. We'll see as the lap goes on. Hayden Williams having a strong run so far tonight. Right on board with the number 40 Ford H&W Motorsports. Right now H&W in third and sixth. Right now in the top 10. Jackson Hadaway up in third, Hayden sixth. Big timers. Think of the other H&W Motorsports drivers. Oh, big time save for Hayden Williams. Good grief. Stephen Henning Jr., I believe as well. That's going to cost Stephen, or Hayden and Stephen both a couple positions. Oh, don't look so fast. Up at 7. Still working on Elijah Fisher. Oh! Big time save again! Good grief. Take a look at the track temp again. Wrong thing. There we go. 85, but track's 94, so the track has stayed the same, but the temperature obviously dropping. It should either get close to dark or dusk, one of the two. Don't really expect the track. Somebody's lost the motor. David McCullough has came to a stop. What in the world? Look and see what happened. Well, this changes everything. Let Let's see. Get it back rolling here. Fast forward it just a little bit. What? Hard into the wall. I'm surprised I didn't caution. Well, Bill McCullough, night's done. Second here. Well, Jeff Merck continues to lead. 4.1. Hauser had cut it to 3.8. I mean, that truck, that Jack Shack machine. That truck's suited up big time. Hauser cuts it at 3.9 again. Goes Matt Morrison trying to run down Mike Hauser. Dexter in. Well, right now, as they run, championship 3, 5th, 10th, and 13th is not going Karson Kenny's way. And honestly, that number 8 could just be saving. You never know right now. Well, further back to the field, Chris Loda. Loda having a decent night so far, running inside the top 10. Starting night, right now running night, really ain't lost much. Farmer looks to the outside, trying to get the run off the corner. Putting up a hell of a fight. Two teammates in other leagues right now. Jason Williams in this time, or Hayden Williams in this time. Oh! And he's gone. Same thing, I reckon. See what happened to Hayden. Fighting that truck. Just gets loose, almost identical to Justin Miller's car, and bam. Well, for Hayden, actually not going to be good in his quest to try to lock into the Clash next season. Top 20 in points automatically get a bid into the Tru-Axe class presented by Right Track Diecast next season. For Hayden Williams, he came in needing a good run. Will not get that tonight. Matt Morrison has gotten around Mike Hauser, and he is coming. Point one. Really run that bottom lane. Holding it right now at 3 seconds. Further back, as a matter of fact, get the battle cam on. Evan McDonald, Karson Kenny. Travis Farmer. Of course, Shane Harr and Elijah Fisher. That battle's kind of opened up a little bit. Keep an eye right here. Karson and Devin McDonald. Then Teschner 2 laps down after having to make the early pit stop. McDonald into the back of Karson Kenny. I'm trying to go. We'll give him a little bit of a shot. Hey, I'm here. Devin had a great run in Auto Club going until it came undone late in the going. For the Carolina Crown winner. One of them, honest to God, one of them we're expecting to be a threat as Karson Kenny. One car. Well, meanwhile, drivers are in. Mike Hauser's in, Jeff Merck's in, Morrison's in. Elijah Fisher stays out. Try to give him a bonus point. Here comes Fisher. Here comes Shane Harr. Elijah Fisher. We're in there a little too hot. Oh, Stephen Henning! Hard into the wall. Pit road. Strikes another one. We saw it. Right off camera. Did exactly what we've seen several drivers do. Hayden Williams, Millikar have all done. Pit road playing treacherous tonight. Oh, and it's going to bite Ben Knert. Nope. Not yet. Bobby Hadaway stays out and gives him a bonus point. Forcing back out onto the racetrack. It was actually leapfrog Jeff Merck. Ben Knert in. Devin McDonald back in. Knert's rolling out. Henning Jr. back out. Getting back rolling. Evidently, that car's killed it. You can look at it and tell that car is not happy right now. Bobby Hadaway staying out, leading a few laps. Right now, Matt Morrison is projected to retake the race lead. I don't know what Morrison, Hauser, and Hadaway did to upset Jeff Merck, but whatever they did, it worked. We battle for the lead right here as we await Bobby Hadaway to come in to the pits. Hauser swings it to the outside. Bobby's in, and you're looking at the top three. Right now, as they reshape up, right now Shane Harr in firm control of this championship. Ought to be 5th when he passes Bobby Hadaway. Ought to be 5th and at least 7th. Shane Harr and Travis Farmer both. Karson Kenny up to 10th. Well, right now, Mike Hauser in control of this race. Jackson Hadaway, Matt Morrison, Jeff Merck, all. But right now, the 4 drivers who will be going for this, for the lead as of right now. All right, number 60 is coming. Gonna ride out high lane. Others opting to take the bottom. Morrison's probably going to try to. Nope, Morrison's going to commit to the bottom. Merck's going to rip this high side. There you see turns 2. Turns 1 and 2 starting to become shaded. Turn 1 is at least. Merck up to 2nd now. How does Hauser play this? Giving the outside. Hauser ain't really going to let it go. Merck swings it to the bottom. Front straightaway now, almost covered in shadows. Turn 4 starting to get a little bit. Hauser right back to the back bumper. Merkin again. Hauser's going to swing it to the inside. Just going to go up to that 3rd lane. Able to hold it this time. Well, 49 down, 50 to go. What has been practically a caution-free race. Surprise. Reiterate again, Championship 3 as they run. 5th, 11th, and 7th. Trevor Asronoff was working inside the top 10. The number 89 Jack Shack machine, well, Kyle Busch machine. Still paying tribute. To Kyle Busch. Right now, Asronoff, a much needed run. Been a rough start to his time in the Tru-Axe Truck Series. Right now looking to turn all that around as we look back at the weather. Track temp is slowly starting to drop down to 92. That wind speed still pretty good up there. right now with the field kind of spread out. Give you the rundown again. The points as they run, just as soon as we get them calculated for what is lap 53. Well, I can tell you not much has changed. It's still going to be Shane Harr out front. Yeah, because right now the points lead. A massive swing. Right now, again, as of lap 53, Shane Harr with a 29-point lead as of right now over Karson Kenny, who runs the 11th spot. Travis Farmer right now, even though he is running 7th, he is still out by 51 points. To be fair, we're going to double check. Pretty sure nobody has the bonus points. Note right now, Jeff Merck still the fastest lap. Farmer came close, but 2/10 off. As far as laps being led are concerned. Okay, so actually, Shane Harr did lead a lap. 1 bonus point. To Shane Harr, so actually it'll make it 30 back for Karson Kenny and 52 to Travis Farmer. I think this go around, Mert maybe does not. I mean, maybe they're all on an even playing field. Just the way it looks right now. But Merck has not been able to pull away from Mike Hauser like they had previously. Well, Jeff Merck actually falls back to 3rd. Hauser back to the top spot. Jackson Hadaway, what a hell of a run by Hadaway so far tonight. Up 13 spots from where he started. 58, about to be down. Trevor Astronaut on the move back up to 8th, further back in the field. Brent Hammerhand up 3 spots. Right now 15th in the number 25 machine for Third Lane Racing. Speaking of which, talk about, we've been focused so much on the driver standings. Right now, entering tonight, Elite Motorsports have a 45-point lead in the owner standings, right behind third, or in front of Third Lane. H&W Motorsports right now 6th, 3rd in the championship. NSR 4th. Jack Shack 5th. Right now, that's the top 5 in the team standings. Well, safe to say, Elite will probably wrap up the team standings. It will be the season 1 Tru-Axe Truck Series team champions. Still a long way to go. Right now, Matt Morrison up to 2nd. Jackson Hadaway racing Jeff Merck. This is for the 3rd spot. Merck blends back in line. There's Shane Harr and Elijah Fisher. Right now, this is the battle for 5th, or trying to ensue the battle for 5th. Fisher down to the bottom, not able to get there. Well, actually, he's there now. Big run off the corner. Travis Farmer running right behind him, about 3 seconds ahead of Astronaut. Stephen Henning Jr., the only truck 1 lap down so far. Well, folks, next season is going to look completely different. New tracks added to the schedule, a longer schedule. 14-man chase will be added. Of course, the seating based on the bonus points. They'll be even more critical next season than this season. And ought to have a bit of a nostalgic feeling next season as a whole with the Legacy ARCA cars. The more restricted of the old Gen 4 cars used to be the old ARCA car. Caution is out for the first time tonight. Chris Lauda spun around and has impacted the inside wall, and that will be a big break for Stephen Henning Jr. Put him back on the lead lap. Let's see what happened to Chris Lauda. Gets loose off the corner. Tries to lock it down. Impacts the wall. It does throw the caution. Pearson to have it through the... Never mind. Ain't gonna get into it. So first caution of the night comes Mike Hauser, your leader. Morrison, Hadaway, Jeff Merck, Shane Harr, the top 5, and that should be a big break for Karson Kenny and Travis Farmer both. All right, here comes the field in. Matter of fact, we're going to try to get to top 15. Ben Knert, meatball flag, and issue on the 46 machine. Going into Y. A lot of drivers taking 4 tires. Shane Harr already down away. Jackson Hadaway down and away. Mike Hauser plus 2 spots. Jackson Hadaway. +1. Karson Kenny +5. Mike Hauser resumes the lead, and we'll see if we can't dial up the driver up to 43. Mike Hauser, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Garrett?
Well, it was pretty good. Caution just now coming out. I got to ask earlier on in the run when the sun was out. We saw it a 60.
Top. Sorry, no, you go ahead.
We saw it a 60. Kind of get out to an early lead as the handling came around for the 43 to where now it would be evident that it's evident now that maybe the 43's truck is better as the night goes, as it keeps going into the night. How would you rate it quickly?
Yeah, I mean, the track temp's going down is certainly helping us a lot, and I think we were a little better than the 60 we were just trying to keep it bottom on exit, trying to save those right rears, getting very loose, but it's gotten a lot better for us as the race has gone on. But Matt's also been very fast, especially on the long run, so I'm hoping we can get out to a lead here and try to maintain that gap and maybe save tires a little bit, but I'm really hoping this 43 can bring it home in victory lane. Got one more shot at it. So
well, buddy, best of luck tonight. If I don't talk to you after this race, a hell of a job this season. Look forward to seeing you for season 2.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm excited too.
Yes, sir. Best of luck for here on out.
Thank you.
Mike Hauser, Matt Morrison restarts first and second. Hadaway, Merck, Elijah Fisher, Shane Harr, Travis Farmer, Trevor Hauser, Devin McDonald, Karson Kenny, your top 10. Pace car in this time. First restart of the night. As Hauser brings them down. Rolling again. Mike Hauser with about as great of a restart as you can ask for. Able to jump out 0.2 of a second. Elijah Fisher way on the outside in that third lane, trying to make something happen. Comes Merck, fired it down to the inside. Hauser going to try to hold him at bay. Hauser to the middle lane. Elijah Fisher trying to cook on that outside lane. Up to third, Morrison side by side with him as they come down the back straightaway. Merck blends in line. Fisher ripping that outside. There's just a door on him. Shane Harr, there you see it, at 21, way up to the racetrack. Trying to make something happen. Merck to the outside. Harr to the bottom of Hadaway. Trying to take the fourth spot away right now. Travis Farmer, 7th. Karson Kenny has fell outside the top 10. Hunter Rozelle after a second place run last week. Nick Fontana up to the top 10. Karson back to 15. Down the back straightaway. Merck side by side for second. That's all Mike Hauser wants to see. Merck dives it to the bottom again. Fisher's going to look to the top 3 wide. Lap 69 about to be completed as they come to lap 70. Hauser in front of Fisher again. So Matt Morrison 3 wide. Oh, Fisher in the wall. Got it just a little bit. Merck to the bottom. Not going to have to run. Comes Morrison right back in it. Elijah Fisher, for the first time tonight, he'll take the lead. Scratched that, took the lead earlier, got a bonus point. Working that outside lane. Question is, will be a question we'll be asking as the night goes on. Is the 16 burning this stuff up too quick? We're going to find out. Here we are. Right now, Mike Hauser and Jeff Merck fall back in line, 0.1 of a second, or half a second. Shane Harr running in the 4th spot. Things starting to settle back out just a little bit. Sun's just about dipped below the horizon. Track lit up. Battle lights. You look at track temp again. Dropping to 90. Now you're going to see these guys have a lot more grip. The reason we allude into why we're worried that the 16 might be burning this stuff up quickly is because the cooler the track, obviously there's more grip. It's a whole lot easier to burn the tires up, I feel like, under the lights or on a cool racetrack versus what it would be in the daytime. A slick racetrack, you're trying to conserve. You're just trying to keep the truck from not wrecking. It's going to be one thing we're going to see a lot next season. But the other thing is just going to be really just managing the tires the best you can, especially when we flip over to that car. It will be near impossible to drive. Ben Knertz called it a night. Shane Harr up to 3rd. Jeff Merck has ran back down Elijah Fisher. Burt working that out. Working that bottom lane. He's going to slide up right in front of Fisher. Fisher crosses him over. He took the hair off the back bumper. Fisher a little bit loose entering the corner. Mert right back to the lead again. How much are you willing to burn up? But they get spread out. I will be surprised if we see another caution, knock on wood. Hoping we don't. But they get spread out. There's another pit stop. It's going to be critical. Mert swings it to the bottom again. Shane Harr licking his chops. Shane be saying, just keep on racing. Right now, Karson Kenny. Back in 15th. That number 8. Unsure something has happened to that number 8 machine. He's got damage. Big time damage. Unsure into where. But right now, that number 8 is struggling. Get a points update. Whenever the field gets spread out. Because right now, you can take the top 4 and throw them under a blanket. Jackson Hadaway right there in the mix. Fisher looks to the bottom. Burke ain't going to give it up easy. Neither is the 21. Jackson Hadaway looking for his first win in the Tru-Axe Truck Series. And right now, that Rolex number 1 looking to be Jeff Mert did not take too kindly to Fisher being blocked. Sends him up the racetrack. Again, Jackson Hadaway, one them looking for his first win. Morrison looking to return to victory lane. Elijah Fisher. Oh, and Shane Harr off the wall. It's all right. He's good. Fisher looks to the outside again. Try to up another run. Jeff Mert, been a dominant truck of the night. Trying to walk away with it right now. Nighthauser restarted. Nighthauser right now restarted on the front row. Matter of fact, was the leader. Right now, he is still back to 8th. As Jackson Hadaway up to 2nd. Fisher dives it to the bottom again. Wondering, I mean, honestly, Fisher driving like it's, Fisher wants it bad. Well, Jeff Mert trying to get away. I honestly think that's 60. I mean, it's good in the nighttime, but I honestly think that 60 is at its peak in the daytime. But we'll see. He's got the owner of H&W Motorsports trying to run him down. He's got Shane Harr looking for a championship, trying to run him down. Morrison has not returned to victory lane since Charlotte. Back in the Carolina Crown at the right at the mid, around the mid to quarter portion of the season. Doug Morrison wants to go to victory lane. Oh, TA Trevor Astronaut up to 5th in that Jack Shack machine. Again, still throwing back to Kyle Busch. But that number 89 is on a tear. You know Astronaut wants to win. I could imagine the party in Augusta, Georgia if Trevor Astronaut wins tonight. I might fly down there to go party with him. Oh, big time loose. Saves it. Still showing that these cars are still just a little bit on the free side. Comes Morrison looking for 3rd on hard. Jackson Hadaway Loose off the corner, sticking right with the number 60. Horses still side by side with that 21. Yeah, it's Broad Astronaut right back into the mix. "84 laps down the season, getting closer and closer to being done. And right now, Jeff Merck doing everything. Oh, Jackson out of the way! Oh, Shane Harr's involved! Shane Harr spins, locks it down, hard into the wall again, and caution is out. And the championship gets dumped on its head. For the second week in a row, and it could not be at a more worse time. Doesn't look too bad. I know I say that. There's not a meatball in that number 21 machine. Jackson Attaway. He was pushing. He was gunning for it. Man. And the plot thickens. See what happened? I think we saw what happened. Unfortunately for Jackson Attaway, that one mistake will come at the worst time. Just gets dead sideways and yeah. I mean, nothing. Nothing Shane Harr could do, and into the wall. And this just might be Karson Kenny's night. Rewind it right on board with the 21. Cannot imagine he's going to be all that happy. I don't think I blame him. And honestly, I do not know how bad it is on the 21 machine. Karson Kenny right now on pit road as well. And folks, I know we said he was the long shot, but Travis Farmer right now looking like this could be Farmer's night. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Going to quickly try to run the points through the update. Right now, Farmer 6th. However, I don't think Farmer has any bonus points neither. Well, Farmer 6th, so give us a minute to do the math here. Karson Kenny ought to be back out onto the racetrack or getting prepared to go back out. Right now, Karson 14th, Shane 15th. I already tell you, I don't think it's going to swing. I don't think it's going to necessarily swing. No, so right now, as they stand prior to this caution, we do not know the effects of the 21 machine. But right now, it's still all in the 21, but again, how bad is the car? How bad is the truck hurt? Right now, it is right back to 23 points at the restart. between Harr and Karson Kenny. We're rolling again. Travis Farmer out by 41 still. As Jeff Merck fires back out to the lead, Trevor Asronoff falls back into second. Well, Jeff Merck able to fire away. Astronaut almost kisses the wall. 27 to go. Right now, Harr 14th, Karson Kenny 11th. This, well, we knew coming in. This, we're going to see. That's the only thing we can say. We're back at the 21 machine. I know the fight's battling right now. Front of that truck still dented in. He was able to get some of it fixed, but obviously it is not fixed enough to really compete right now. So really, this is Karson Kenny's chance to get as much points as he can. He's going to go up to the top side. Kenny up inside the top 10. No, we're trying to bounce back and forth. That's Trevor Astronaut still up to second. Jeff Merck has opened up to almost a second lead. Devin McDonald trying to break inside the top 6. Hunter Azell right behind him. Azell having a great night. Looking to go back-to-back top 10s for the 19 machine for Elite Motorsports and Hunter Azell. Gets loose off the corner. Hammerhand having a great night. Up to 9th so far for that 25. Travis Farmer, side by side with his teammate. This will be for 3rd. Folks, right now projected of course we're going to reiterate the points coming into tonight. Right now, as they run, as Farmer goes up to the 3rd spot, right now Travis Farmer still a long shot. Honestly, chances are Farmer might not be able to get it done. Still a long way to go. But right now, Shane Harr can do no worse than where he's running right now. Karson Kenny right now selling back in 10th, 2 seconds behind Brent Hammerhand. Still 19 points. Right now, 19 points separate Harr and Karson Kenny with 21 to go. Travis Farmer out by 38. Right now, Farmer just trying to finish strong. Jeff Merck is pulled away from the field again. 1.2 seconds. Astronaut pulling on to second. Can you imagine a Jack Shack 1-2 to end the season? Yes, I can. As a matter of fact, I can. 20 to go for Jeff Merck. when I'm back to post. Is from lap 24. That's Farmer right now. Farmer up to third. He's working on Astronaut for all he's worth. Fisher as well. Farmer this time to the inside of Astronaut. Astronaut slides up again. Not quite able to get there. Farmer stuck on the bottom lane. Fisher not going to allow him to slide up. Astronaut shuts the door on Travis Farmer. Matt Morrison trying to make something happen in the mix. So is Mike Hauser, Devin McDonough, Hunter Azell right now over 2 seconds back. We're in the top 7. 4.8 back from Jeff Merck, who has opened up to a 2-second lead. Astronaut playing defense. Fisher up to third. Astronaut blocks him. Fisher up to the third lane in a lane that really ain't there, but he'll put Astronaut almost 3 wide. Farmer blends back in line. 15 to go, or 16 to go. Karson Kenny has fell out of the top 10. Back to 11. A dire situation, 4 to 8. That's Fisher up to second. Bobby Hadaway, meatball flag. Jason Williams, meatball flag. Caution is out. Well, and we knew it was going to be. Ironically, we got right to it. And it is 2 more, and that'll be the end of the night for H&W Motorsports. See what happened. Jason comes off the wall, gets Bobby hard into the wall for both trucks. And again, that'll end the night for H&W Motorsports. And it will not be how they wanted the Season 1 campaign to end. This will give Karson Kenny perhaps a chance to fix whatever they're doing. It will definitely give Shane Harr a chance. That was a wicked shot for both of them. We'll fill it in this time. Devin McDonald stays out. Chris Lauda stays out. It's going to be critical. What a hell of a debut it's been for Jeff Merck. Mike Hauser wins the race off of pit road. Man. Hauser wins the race off pit road. Astronaut, Fisher, Merck relegated to the back. For Devin McDonald, the Carolina Crown winner, will cycle to the front of this field. As will Chris Lauda. 16 lap old tires. This is going to be good. Get away with Shane Harr. It's actually in jeopardy of going a lap down. Does he? He can beat him out. Somehow. Damn if it weren't close. First off, well, Jason Williams has been checked and released from the infield care center. First off, Jason, are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm all right, Garrett.
Well, walk us through what happened. It looks like turn 4 has been Calamity Corner all night tonight. Walk us through what happened from your perspective.
I just got a little bit loose off of 4 there and bounced off the wall, come down into my teammate there, so we just totaled out 2 trucks. But I did cross the finish line ahead of him, sideways.
Well, buddy, we get ready for the restart here. I know the spokesperson for H&W is probably either mad or looking at the Braves, but how will you, for the team, rate this season? What can you look back on as the field gets ready for the restart?
We've had some good runs, just a little bit of bad luck here and there, and Jackson, he's definitely got a win coming. He's really come on, so we're going to be good. We'll be all right if we can get enough money to fix all this stuff.
Oh, Chris Lauder hard into the wall. Jason, appreciate your time, buddy. We'll holla. We'll see you next season.
All right, see you, Garrett.
Yes, sir. Believe there's more. Stephen Henning Jr., Trevor Astronaut, Shane Harr. Meatball damage to the 21 again, and this time that might be terminal. What in the world? Oh my goodness. Shane Harr over the front of Astronaut. Well, we know Chris Loda is going to get loose. Loda gets loose into the wall. Everybody trying to get out the way. Astronaut right into Shane Harr and Stephen Henning Jr. And this is not good. Right on board with the 21. Oh! Been the most chaotic, and this is coming from the one that used to call the Midnight Racing League Super Speedway Series. This has been the most chaotic championship I've ever seen. Astronaut's 2026 woes continue. Well, alright, here's the deal. So, right now, Shane Harr is scored in front of Chris Loda. Harr right now 11th, Karson Kenny 7th. Going to quickly redo the points. I am still believing Shane Harr is still going to walk away with this championship somehow. We're about to find out. Points right now. Give us a second to update them. And of course, the points, it's basically our calculations. We are going to know officially at the end of this broadcast who is the champion when the points are calculated. It might take a little bit just to be sure they are right. But this is going down to the bitter end. Well, the important thing for Shane, he is 11th. Everybody below him is still out. And we knew the points gap was going to be pretty tremendous. Matter of fact, while we got a moment, as the field getting ready to restart, it's been the 4th caution of the night. We're actually going to re-look at everything, just be sure we ain't missed the bonus points somewhere between the 3. Well, Jeff Merck still holds the 1 bonus point for the fast lap. Jeff Merck got the pole for the bonus lap for the pole right now. So Merck holds all the singler points right now. So right now, the only thing that we're missing is a 0x and a win. So there's 8 bonus points on the line for Farmer and Karson Kenny. As of right now, the best that we can tell. Right now, it is still 20 points in favor of Shane Harr. 8 to go. Merck's wrecking. Jeff Merck into the inside retaining wall. And the dominant truck of the night runs into trouble and is the 5th caution of the night. And folks, we're going to overtime. Man, been a rough night. Yeah, fish are not going. Fisher does not go. He gets Merck all types of sideways, and Travis Farmer, nothing he can do. Man. We'll re-rack it and try it again. Karson Kenny up to 5th. Fourth now. We'll re-rack it here with the Wonder Green. Get a word with Shane Harr. Shane Harr, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I do.
Well, first off, the truck done for the night.
Yeah, the right front was basically in the passenger seat with me.
Where's my wallet?
Yeah, she was killed. I didn't see. I think it was Trevor Azronaut there coming down the track. I just didn't see him till it was too late and tried to swerve, but yeah.
Well, right now, the pressure. I don't know about how you're handling pressure, but right now is the pressure building with Karson Kenny up to 4th.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't really know what the points are here.
Matter of fact, the Raging Idiots are getting them. Look, they're getting them calculated for this restart here. As a matter of fact, so. But buddy, a hell of a night so far, and hopefully we'll still talk to you as the champion for this season, but we'll see.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I cannot. The only thing I can think about the scenario that Shane is in right now is 2012, when the IndyCar Championship was at Fontana, and Willpower wrecked out early, and all he could do was sit there and watch. Karson Kenny will be restarting 4th. So that will be 47 points going to Karson. Travis Farmer right now 6th. Shane Harr right now has fell to 12th. Well, I can say right now it still looks like, just by what we can tell, it more than likely might still be going to Shane Harr, but we're going to wait and see till it's calculated. Everything's ready right now. By what we see, it is 11 points. Or actually, hold on, I'm looking at this wrong. 16. Karson Kenny. I don't know if he's got a 0x or not. If he's got a 0, this is going to be close. Alright, Mike Hauser has to hold off 3 of Elite Motorsports' best. 4 laps to go. Karson Kenny, what a great restart. Side by side with Morrison. Is it Karson Kenny's night? He's going to block Hunter Azell. Going to try to. Hauser getting out of Dodge. Hauser trying to get out of Dodge. Come on, boys. Bring it to the house. Bring it. Ran 3 wide. Karson Kenny up to 3rd with 3 laps to go. Mike Hauser has been a bridesmaid, never the bride, as far as getting a win in the Tru-Axe Truck Series. Right now, he is looking to go to victory lane. He's got Matt Morrison to deal with. He's got 4 of Elite's drivers left. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, trying to run him down. Morrison down to the right on the bumper of the 43. 2 to go. See what Morrison does. He's going to swing it to the outside. Going to let it drift up to 3rd lane. Hauser stuck on the bottom lane. He's going to defend the run. Karson Kenny's 3 wide. Side by side with his teammate and championship rival Travis Farmer. Here comes Morrison. Down to the bottom. Hunter Azel's going to get took way up the racetrack. 1 lap to go for the season 1 finale. And Matt Morrison trying to rip it away from Mike Hauser. Karson Kenny and Travis Farmer 3rd and 4th. Side by side down the back straightaway for the final time. Morrison with a great run. Morrison surges ahead. Mike Hauser going to have to build one more run off of turn number 4. Matt Morrison wins yet again in the Tru-Axe Truck Series. He'll take Homestead. Farmer 3rd, Karson Kenny 4th. Shane Harr 12th. Elijah Fisher 5th, Hunter Azel 6th, McDonald, Hanrahan, Azronoth, Jeff Merck, your top 10. Matt Morrison has returned to victory lane for the first time since the Carolina Crown in Charlotte. Mike Hauser, 2nd again. Elite Motorsports right now. Elijah Fisher evidently not too happy with somebody, but Matt Morrison, your winner. I think the team's going to get a pose right now as we're talking. Of course, the production team getting the points calculated. And it's going to take them a minute. We're going to give Matt Morrison just a little bit of time. All right, we're going to hold off for a moment. That's while we wait. See, you cannot get a word with Matt Morrison. Matt Morrison, welcome back to Victory Lane.
What up, Garrett?
Walk us through them final few laps, buddy. It looked like it was a dogfight. How hard of a fight did Mike Hauser put up?
He put up a very good fight. I love racing Mike. Mike will always give you the space. He'll never crowd you. He'll never do anything dirty to you. I actually forgot he was on old tires. So I just blew up. I forgot he was on old tires, so I thought like I was in trouble when I didn't get by him early, and then yeah, someone said he was on old tires, so I'm like, oh, I actually might have a chance here, and I just went where he didn't in turn 1. I went to the top. It stuck, which it hadn't stuck all night long until then, and yeah, I got the run on the backstretch and did that late dive to where he couldn't block it, and I sent it so hard into 3, I thought I was losing it, but it stuck again, and yeah, I mean, and then I almost blew it in 1 because I didn't want to give him the top line, so I went high in 1, and just, oh man, what a season. I mean, this should be like 3 wins for me now, but I mean, we won't remember Vegas, but great season. I'm so happy for this.
Buddy, I want to ask you, we asked David McCall at the top of the show, obviously wanted a startup team, in his words. But how do you look back on this season? I understand it'll go down as probably a missing ring, if anybody knows that YouTube series, for Matt Morrison. Had arguably the middleweight portion of the season. Arguably had probably a championship truck. Of course, we all understand personal life gets in the way. But how do you look back on this season as a whole, not just for you, but for Elite? And as we transition into a car that will be more of a driver's car versus being downforced, how much more momentum and how much can you take out of this season to go into next season?
A lot, hopefully. I mean, yeah, pressure was on us this year. David was really like on us about like we should not get beat, and we did get beat. But yeah, if I didn't miss those few races, I probably would have walked away with it. But congrats to Shane for getting it.
It ain't official yet. It ain't official yet.
Okay. Well,
all right, now it's official.
But did he get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Congrats to Shane. Congrats to my teammates for being in the contention. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next season. Yeah, this should be a fun car. I haven't driven that car since it went into legacy mode. So looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. It's a good season. So.
Well, while you're here, not only the just in, we're going to bring in your boss man here for a moment. David, you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How we doing?
Well, we doing pretty good. Points are just in. They've been double checked. On behalf of the Tru-Axe Truck Series, the Raging Idiot Racing League, myself, I will present the team standings champion to Elite Motorsports. Y'all will walk out of here being the team owner champions. David, it's been a long season. You saw Matt Morrison get the job done. What does it mean that it might not have won the war on the driver's side of things, but y'all will walk out of here the team champions as you look to defend that championship in season 2, reflecting on us how hard was it to get to this point, and what do you, and there's a question for both of you, and I'll get all the other Elite drivers in here for their interviews, but briefly, David, what does it mean to end the season with the win and to walk out of here with a team championship?
Oh, it's huge to me. Like I told you at the top of the show, to be a newly formed team and to come out this strong, I don't think a team owner could ask for any better. I got a great group of guys and hope we can renew contracts moving on to the next season. Super proud of this entire team. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, we can cut some bonus checks, right? So, like I said, super proud of everybody on this team, and congrats, Matt, to taking this win tonight. I know you had to miss a few races, but all in all, we had one hell of a season, and again, for a newly formed team, I could not be more happy right now.
Well, buddy, first off, a hell of a job to both of you on what has been a hell of a season. Obviously, Matt Morrison taking home the win tonight. Karson Kenny and Travis Farmer putting up a hell of a fight all season long. Boys, again.
That was so fun to watch, dude. That was so fun to watch.
It was stressful. It was stressful if you were me.
Mike was looking in that mirror going, oh, man, I got a swarm of elite guys right here right now.
David, is real fast, and I'll let you two say y'all's final thank yous and all that, but is this the momentum that this team can take into next season? Completely different car, driver's car. Do you feel like Elite will be able to go up one more spot in the driver standings along with trying to defend your team owner championship going into next season?
100%. I don't think it matters what car we throw in the mix. I'm fully confident in the capabilities of these guys and look forward to the next season.
Well, Gentlemen, last two questions. Y'all can take it one at a time or ever how you want to do it. My last question for both of y'all. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is y'all's.
Go ahead, Matt.
Well, first and foremost, I gotta thank you, Garrett, for letting us play in your playhouse. It was a great season. I'm just relieved, man. It was a good one. So thank you for that, Garrett. Obviously thanks to David and the whole team. We put a whole season together and we almost got it. So glad to get the 2 wins for the team this year. That was awesome. So I gotta thank my wife. She she's behind me the entire way. Gotta thank the kids. I gotta thank my mom. Gotta thank my dad. If he's watching down on me, happy with this. And then last but not least, we did it for KB tonight in the KB truck. So prayers to KB.
Well, Matt,
Awesome.
a hell of a job tonight on your win tonight. Look forward to seeing what you can bring to season 2. David, I'll ask you the last question. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I'll reiterate what Matt said there, and heartfelt thank you to you putting this series on, Tru-Axe for the sponsorship to the series, and definitely my entire team. I'm proud of each and every driver on this team, and like I said, can't wait to the next season to come around.
Well, David, Matt, hell of a job to both of y'all on what was a hell of a season for Elite Motorsports, and we look forward to seeing y'all in season 2.
Oh yeah, we'll be here.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We're going to get the rest of Elite here in just a moment. Again, just been confirmed. It came down to the wire. It really did. I'm going to be sure it shows up before I say. Okay, it did not. So give me 1 second here. Regardless of the fact, points are in. And that's why it didn't show up. Alright. Let's try this one more time now. The points are in. They've been confirmed. Shane Harr is your Season 1 Tru-Axe Truck Series champion. Well, let's see if we can get him in here. Shane Harr, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth, buddy. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, on behalf of Tru-Axe, Raging Idiot Racing League, Raging Idiot Racing Network, myself included, you are officially the 2026 Season 1 champion of the Tru-Axe Truck Series. Hell of a job.
Thanks, brother. Man, what a season, honestly. I want to thank my team for giving me an absolute rocket all year. When it mattered most, we showed up, except for these last 2 races. We showed up. We were running up front. Just happened to get wrecked out. Part of it, right?
It was. Walk me through. It was obviously an up and down night. The 21 finally looked like it started to come around when the sun went out. Then there's the first incident. And the car was hurt. Obviously, it was hurt. You got the caution again, came back in. Walk us through after the second wreck. What was it like sitting there? Was it really the only vibe I could compare it to was Will Power back in 2012, having to sit there and watch. Couldn't do nothing else about it. Back whenever the car went to Fontana.
Yeah, it was tough. I'm not gonna lie. The first wreck, I was, kind of worried with that. It was about 2 minutes of damage. The first time we got her down to about 55, and we were running way off pace. Luckily, we caught that other caution, got her down to about 8 seconds, and then made it turn 1, middle of turn 1, turn 2,
5 laps.
Yeah, destroyed the right front again. So, yeah, it was tough sitting on pit road. You don't know what was going to happen. I kind of thought, I'd have it locked up because I don't know if Karson had led any laps or if he had any bonus points or not. But I knew I was going to finish. Well, I was 11th. Chris had to go out and get his extra point on me, so it put me in 12th, which made me even more nervous. But yeah, I knew if I got 12th or better tonight, if Karson would have maxed out on bonus points and stuff and won the race, I still would have probably edged him out just a little bit. So I was in a pretty good spot there. Just sucks not winning the race. Everybody wants to win the race when you win a championship. It just feels kind of Mickey Mouse to me.
Oh, buddy. 4 wins of the season will outdo everybody. Active driver. Hold on. You know what's coming next.
Woohoo! You got it.
We did.
Yeah, we
We
did.
finally got it. Yeah, thank
Hey.
you. We got it.
All right, here's Garrett back. Good job.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Hope she not blow your eardrums out, but
No, she was good.
Mama Bob, happy tonight. Really, as we look back, we kind of reflect on the season as a whole. If you had told me, and I hate to say it like this, if you had told me by week 5 that the 21 would be in the hunt for a championship, I don't think we would have necessarily agreed with it. At what point did the season start turning around for the 21?
We started out, pretty terrible. Week 5, I would have never thought we'd be in this position. Just the middle half of the season, towards the end, we started picking up consistency. Got them wins. Didn't wreck out of a lot of races until later in the end, which sucks because I don't know. I would have really liked to try and win this race tonight. I think we had a truck that could have done it. But yeah, all overall, awesome season. Had a lot of ups and downs. I've seen a lot of improvement from guys, and I'm looking forward to next season and some of the battles we're going to have in the ARCA cars.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight on what has been a championship season. My last question I got before I let you head out of here, I know there's going to be some drinking tonight, but is there anybody want to thank, friends, family, sponsors, etc.? Buddy, the floor is yours.
Yeah, big shout out to all the drivers. Everybody raced hard and pretty much clean tonight, and that's what makes these league races so competitive. That pressure I had to deal with at the end was crazy. So shout out them guys for being cool. I got to thank everyone who supports me, friends, family, teammates, everybody watching. Awesome to win this championship. So Hard Motorsports is going to celebrate tonight along with Third Lane Racing, and let's go.
All right, buddy. At the end of 20 long, grueling weeks, Shane Harr will walk out of here the Season 1 champion for the Tru-Axe Truck Series as he looks to defend his title next season in the what will be dubbed the Tru-Axe Elite Series. Buddy, a hell of a job this season. Congratulations in order yet again.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you as always, buddy.
Yes, sir. All right. I got people that's been waiting. We got a lot of interviews. Mike Hauser, Garrett Jings up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. What's up, Garrett?
Well, it was a hard-fought battle all night for the 43. I'm going to ask you what more was needed to be done to try to, or honest to God, I do not envy your spot having to hold off, having to beat a soul fighter against all 4 of Elite Motorsports' best. Walk us through the final few laps.
Yeah. I mean, 2 tires, definitely a gamble. And we had another caution right after that one restart. I started on the front, and I go into turn one of those laps, and it just didn't stick. I was like going up to the wall, and I made a mistake there where I didn't have my brake bias where I needed it. I had it like at +3, so it was like maxed out, which I needed it like the opposite. And Matt was able to, like I said, get up to me, and he got to me fair and square. I was trying to crowd a little bit, but not like lock him, and he just got the run to the inside, and I know he had 4 tires, but also he just did a really good job at, getting up to me and getting by me, and I thought I maybe had a shot. He gave me the bottom in 1 and 2 that one on the last lap, and I got to his door, but he didn't make that same mistake again in 3 and 4, so it wasn't enough. Hell of a job, or hell of a battle with Matt. I had a super fun time, and he was on the radio just saying, a lot of respect between us, and just want to tell him it means a lot to me, and I respect him. I respect everyone here, and sucks we couldn't get a win for H&W tonight, but we came pretty darn close. So,
well, buddy, I'll ask you. It'll be a 4th place points finish tonight for Mike Hauser. As you look back on this season, what are some of the things you can take away, and where would a confidence level be? We're going to a car that I believe will be in your wheelhouse next season. No pun intended, by the way, but where would a confidence be for next season as you try to join a whole new category that has just came to me? Because right now, Shane Harr is the only driver who has won the Inspire Cup Series Championship and now the Tru-Axe Truck Series Championship. As you go into next season, where would a confidence level be to try and join Shane Harr in that category next season?
I think it's going to be pretty high. I really enjoy the vehicle that we're going to be going to next season, and I think there's still going to be a lot of work that needs to be done, so I'm going to try my best to touch up on just practicing that car. I think the tracks that we excel at, we're going to excel at a lot more, and there's some that we're probably going to need to work on a little bit, but I am feeling really good about it, and it might not be an easy path, or it might not be easiest to adapt to it, but we're going to try our best to get on track with that car and learn it and as fast as we can, so we have an advantage. But I am really excited for it. Very fun car. I'm really looking forward to next season. So,
well, buddy, a hell of a job this season. Last question I got before I let you head out of here. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I do have a lot of people. Thank you for putting on the broadcast as always. Thank you for putting on this league and having me here. I really had a great time this season. I look forward to every Friday. I want to thank my teammates at H&W Motorsports. I was a little dejected after the finish, but they were telling me to keep my chin up, and I really appreciate that. They're a really great group of guys, and I'm really happy to say I'll be going back racing with them next season. I can't wait to help them out, have them help me out. I want to thank Matt, like I said, for racing me clean and putting on a fun battle. I'm hoping it was fun to watch there at the end.
That was intense.
It was, like I said, a lot of respect between us two, and I really do enjoy racing him, and we have funny banter on the radio. So, wanted to shout out to him, thank him, and shout out to Shane Harr for winning the championship. I know he probably had a couple close calls tonight, but glad he could lock it up. I'd say he definitely earned that championship. So, shout out to him, and I'm looking forward to, like I said, joining him in the category next season, hopefully.
Well, Mike, a hell of a job tonight. Mike Hauser will come home second from Homestead. He will turn his attention to tomorrow night at Dover for the Thunder Series, and he will turn his attention to Daytona for the Tru-Axe Clash, in which you do qualify for. You ain't got to race your way into that.
Whoop,
Mike, look forward to seeing you next season. New car, new start, and hopefully we'll talk to you a lot next season.
Me too, Garrett. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Karson Kenny, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, it was a hard-fought night for the
Always
driver.
is.
For the driver of the Elite Motorsports camp. What more did you feel like was needed to try to get the job done tonight? And for a second, it looked like it could pull off the miracle. And then ultimately, how do you reflect on this season as what has been a grueling championship fight all the way down to the end?
Yeah, tonight, I don't really know what happened. Just didn't unload with the speed that I wanted. Never really had the speed that I wanted at all tonight, so I think I kind of dropped the ball, not really messing with the brake bias or anything. I probably should have been, but I didn't. Got damage from I don't really know what happened, but some Ben hit hit the pit barrels coming into the pits under caution, bounced into me and destroyed the front end of our hot rod. So that did not help the situation, to say the least. So we were able to bounce back from that and just never really had the long run speed that I wanted. I felt like we were okay on mid runs, but that was about it. And I feel like that's kind of, this race was very reflective of our season. You know, we don't usually qualify too well, battle through all kinds of crap, and then somehow come out of it with a good finish. So it's good to come out second in points. Never would have, thought we could do that, but it's super tough.
Well, buddy, again, what are some of the high points you'll take away from this season? Ultimately, we understand it will more than likely be a part-time schedule next season, which, of course, school's very important in college and all that. How will you look back at this season as this is the one that got away, or can you take some high points as we move to a completely different car next season, one that will require the drivers to have to race? They're going to have to drive the car and manhandle it, otherwise it'll wreck you. As you move to a part-time role with Elite for the foreseeable future, how do you look? What are some of the high points you'll take away from this? And ultimately, as you go forward, can we see Karson Kenny back to compete for a championship?
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of high points this season. I've had so much fun racing with these guys. Hopefully they've had fun racing with me, but who knows? Yeah. So I mean, I just take away all the fun battles I've had with a lot of the guys in here. Take away the relationships I built with teammates and stuff, and even those outside of teammates I've become good friends with. As far as on the racetrack itself, the good runs, the good finishes that we've had. It's super fun, I will say, because I've had a lot of experience doing it at this point. It's super fun to come up through the field and pass a lot of trucks. So that's pretty cool. I like doing that. Passing people is fun. That's a good thing. So I'll take that away as a positive as well. And I mean, the biggest positive I think I can take out of this is just that I wasn't expecting to even be this good or even remotely close to this. So obviously it sucks. You want to, even if you're doing better than you expected, you always want to, do better, win the championship. But in the end, I mean, I'll take away the fast speed that we had, and hopefully we'll move on to the unknown that is this Legacy ARCA car and see if we can give her a run for a championship.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight and for this season. My last question I got before I let you head out of here. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Absolutely. I want to start off with the most important one. Probably haven't given them their enough attention this season. Just family, friends, everyone that supports me. Really. Been behind me literally since race number 1. They're still hanging around, still keeping up with the championships, still asking me how I'm doing and all that, watching the races. So I appreciate that from everybody. As far as, sponsors, always got to thank these guys. Doughboy Symptography, W Energy Formula, you can use code Karson8 for 10% off or code Elite/Summit for also 10% off. Print Racing Setups, fantastic setups over there. They make me super fast in the open sets, so they're super good over there. Check them out. K1 Home Improvement, if you're in the Delmarva area, you can also give them some love over there. And yeah, I mean, really, honestly, thank you for the great season that we had. I mean, I had a fantastic time. This is the most fun I've ever had running iRacing at all, or in a league in general. So I appreciate that from you, and thank you to drivers and everybody for all the good times, good memories. This won't be one to forget.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. Again, congratulations on what was a hell of a season out of Karson Kenny and the Elite Motorsports camp. Look forward to seeing you when we can in season 2, and hopefully we'll see you back in the championship fight before too much longer.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Hell of a job tonight, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Well, definitely last but not least, Hunter Rozelle, Garrett Jennings up in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, fourth career start, second straight top 10 finish for the 19. Walk me through the final laps and trying to get the job done. What more was needed at the end?
I mean, I wouldn't say there was really anything more. I mean, I could have ripped the high side there and probably picked up a couple more spots, but I really didn't want to get in the way of Karson. I know that the point situation was tight and Shane had run into some trouble, and we had all four of us up there at one point, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So I was trying to make sure that Travis and Karson could get up there to fight, but yeah, I didn't really push the issue.
Well, buddy, I'll tell you, of course, I kind of had you up here in the booth with me for the first half of the season, race controlling. And I'll tell the story quickly. Came to me, wanted to race. You understood you had to race control, but you wanted to race. I let you loose, and the first two starts did not go exactly according to plan for Hunter Azell, but these last two runs with a second place last week at Fontana in the Kyle Busch Memorial 150, and tonight a sixth place run. We go to a car that is very driver based, and you'll have to wheel the car. For the record, I don't think people understand that. Yeah, you're going to have to drive them cars. I know Hunter figured that out last night in a test session. As you look to that for next season, where do you feel like the confidence level would be Elite Motorsports, in which you are co-owner of, does take the Team Owners Championship for Season 1, as you and the team look to repeat that with, again, a very different car, a whole nother animal? Where do you feel like the confidence level will be for the 19 going into Season 2?
I mean, I feel like it's pretty good. I mean, I can speak off of experience. We both had pretty good luck with that Gen 4 car. Last night was a handful. Track was really hot and slick, so I did bust my ass there a time. But yeah, I mean, momentum's going to carry over. I mean, obviously the first two starts were absolutely atrocious for us in the 19, but we've built some momentum, and I mean, all these guys here at Elite, I mean, they're all wheelmen, so I don't foresee the car being an issue.
Well, buddy, it was a hell of a season tonight for the 19. What part you did run of it, but tonight, obviously, a hell of a job in its own right. My last question before I let you head out of here: is there anybody want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I want to thank you for broadcasting. I know I probably gave you a few gray hairs while I was helping you with it, but good job doing that. And then, all the guys at Elite, showing up week in, week out. Just being able to secure that owners championship, that's big for us. So excited to build forward and move into the new year and see what else we can do. Hopefully we can secure another owners championship and maybe a driver championship.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight and a hell of a job for the little bit of the season you did run. And, of course, I thank you again for the first half of the year.
Oh, yeah, ain't no problem, man. I'm sure I pissed a couple drivers off with my calls, but, hey, that was my job, and I was glad to do it.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. Hunter Azell comes home sixth tonight, and he'll turn his attention to next season for Season 2 of the Raging Idiot Racing League Tru-Axe Elite Series, as well will be dubbed next season. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job tonight.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Final results go as followed. Matt Morrison, your winner tonight in the season finale at Homestead. Mike Hauser, Travis Farmer, Karson Kenny, Elijah Fisher rounds out the top five. Hunter Azell, Devin McDonald, the Carolina Crown winner, will come home seventh. Brent Hammerhand, eighth. Astronaut Jeff Mert, dominant truck of the night, will have to settle for 10th. Chris Loda, Shane Harr, your 2026 Season 1 champion. He will now turn his attention to try to defend that championship next season, Stephen Henning Jr., Jason Williams, Bobby Hadaway come home 15th. Jackson Hadaway, Ben Knert, Ben Tetchner, Hayden Williams, Shane Johnson, David McCullough, Justin Millicar, and Aaron Stanton rounds out the field for tonight. And with that being said, first and foremost, I do have a few people I've got to thank tonight. First and foremost, the fans who tune in every Friday to watch some of the best racing on iRacing that we can try to provide. And I hope Season 2 lives up to the hype that Season 1 has. It has truly set the bar. Congratulations and thank you to all the drivers, whether you only race one race or you race the whole damn season. Thank you to every driver who can make this possible. New ones who have came in the last week, the last 2.5 hours, and the ones who've been here from the get-go. Thank you all to the drivers. A thank you to Shane Harr, David McCullough, Aaron Stanton, Hayden, Jackson Hadaway, of course Hunter Rozelle for being the admins and the race control for the first half of the season. If you were Hunter Rozelle, Anthony Looney, a big shout out to him for taking over the race control in the last half of the season. Has done a hell of a job. Look forward to seeing what all we can do to make Season 2 top Season 1. Tru-Axe promotional. If you're looking to take your iRacing league to the next level, Tru-Axe is your number one stop for all your iRacing needs. And they are the proud sponsor of the Tru-Axe Truck Series, and they will be the proud sponsor for Season 2 with the Tru-Axe Elite Series. Right Track Diecast for coming on as a partner next season. Admin Box. Really great community over there for if you're an iRacing league, you damn sure need to get into that Discord. Promote your races, promote your broadcasts. Really great community over there. Of course, 720. Let me make sure I get this part right. 760 Graphics. And Heath Job. If you want looking for some of the best paint jobs on iRacing, Heath Job is definitely one of them drivers to go to on trading paints. Just look up Heath Job. And while we're at it, Fast Fred's Wrap Shop. Also another one that does awesome paint jobs. Skid Row Motorsports coming on board late in the season as a sponsor. Greg Gold for if you want custom trophies and diecast, look up Greg Gold on Discord. Got some really great stuff over there. Of course, Robert Wilhoit and R-Dub Designs coming on board late in the season. And the last one, JS Videos. Honestly, awesome freaking CGI stuff. Everything. They are the ones who actually made the intro to the start of this season. Shout out to them as well. And of course, Inspired Racing League for letting me shout out some of their drivers and showcase some of their talents tonight against what has been a decked out season and a very strong field that you will look forward to in Season 2. And with that being said, appreciate everybody watching tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in for what was a very, I wouldn't say very long season, but definitely a season to remember. And it will only get better from here. With that being said, I will see everybody short off season. Be 3 weeks before we return to racing, and then by then, hopefully we'll be done by Christmas. We should be. Season 2 is bigger, it's badder. With the chase coming on board next season, 14 drivers make the chase, 8 races to run for a championship. 26 races, 26 weeks of nothing but heart-stopping action. Now we will begin in 3 weeks' time for the Tru-Axe Clash 25 of Tru-Axe Best. We'll compete in a 60-lap exhibition race. That will be August 26th. And then, of course, the Tru-Axe 250, July 3rd. It will be a patriotic night as well. And it is the biggest race next to the championship for the Tru-Axe Elite Series. And this will not be the last time you see the Truck Series. Well, it's taking a bit of a hiatus for now. With that being said, I will see everybody in about an hour and a half for the Midnight Racing League Contender Series. As if I am not mistaken, they itch closer and closer to the playoffs in their league. Until then, take it easy. Have a good night. I will see everybody in 3 weeks for the Tru-Axe Elite Series Season 2. Take it easy and have a good night.